And we are going again. A little bit further. Oh gosh, this walk. The nice thing about the other spot is there was not very much of a walk. So we're gonna start out by getting out here. I got some worms. We'll throw some worms out on the big pole until we can catch some bait fish here. But we'll give this a little bit of time and see if we can catch something here. Hopefully so. Come back over here and try to catch some bluegill. I'll check on you guys in just a sec. I gotta push this down to get to chat. Both my hands are full. Okay. Yeah. Some action going on like right over here. That's nice to see. Okay. Here we go. This is where I got all those bowfin last year. So drop this down. I'll say what's up to you guys and we'll get set up here real quick and we'll get going. Hey, what's up, Teddy? Teddy, D Anderson. Hey, welcome back, guys. We're on. So while we were packing up, I did one last cast. Like it was like the last cast. Like 9 casts after the official last cast. And we caught another fish. So we were at number 11 for today already. So we were doing it. All right, we're gonna smash this thing into the. We'll go like right in here. This looks like a good spot right here. Gotta go a little further out there, I think. Oh, that water is. It's a little soft. If we get a hold of a big fish, might not even might even rip the thing out of the ground here. All right, that'll work. Get a new fresh worm on here until we can catch a bluegill. As soon as we catch a bluegill, we'll toss one of those on. But we're gonna toss on another worm on top of this worm to see if we can get anything in here to bite at it. Yes, new place, new place. We're about 6 minutes away from the old place. So the water areas or like the lakes, they're kind of very similar to how you can fish them. They're all like mud bottoms, not rock bottoms. Most have not a lot of trees or a lot of obstructions in them. So there's the fish only bed in a few different areas. All right, that looks good. We're gonna send this out. Throw the bell on. Hope for the best. Here we go. Come on, both in. That's what we're hoping for here. That is the fish we were targeting with that. All right, so we got this set. We'll be able to hear them taking off with it. If they do it, we'll put a bell on so we can get some attention. If it gets our attention at first. All right, there we go. All right, now let's take the ultralight and see if we can get some bluegill again. See if we can get ourselves another blue giggy. Oh, and the last fish I caught wasn't even a bluegill. It was a little yellow bass. But we're hoping right here. There's a lot of stuff going on in the water there. All right, let's see. Let's see if we get lucky here. We don't want to scare any of our little fishies away. We're hoping for just another little bluegill here, like right away. Get us some cut bait. Oh, what's that, a little bite? No. It's not like the last spot where the first cast with the bluegill rod, we get one. And I think we got more of this crap to deal with. By crap, I mean this cottonwood stuff. If we don't get anything here, I'm going back to the other spot where we were catching bluegill at because I would rather catch a bluegill than not catch anything. I did bring the bass rod out here too because I caught some bass, quite a few bass out here, and a northern pike in this water before. But what I really want to get is some kind of a bait fish for us here. To do that, I got to find the little pocket where they're all living. It's probably down where that dude's sleeping there, or those dudes are chilling down there. That's probably it. If I caught one more, that would make a dozen. Yeah, let's see if we can get to the dozen. D. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, this thing is not casting very far with that such a light thing. I need a bobber on there with that. Probably, honestly. Oh, I don't know if that was a snag or if that was a bluegill. Felt more like a snag to me. Oh, that felt like something nibbling at it. And it's not as deep as the other places, like right off of the bank. This is like much more of gradual kind of a waterway where it's not just deep the moment we drop off to the side. I can be okay with a smaller bluegill, just any one that'll work for our bait right now. Oh, there we go. What'd we get here? Oh, something we can't use as bait. God damn it. We were going for bait. That isn't my worm thing, is it? I thought my worms were down here. Yes, they are. Okay. Well, we got a little bass, not bait that we were going for, but that does make our dozen fish. It does, it does, it does. But not something we can cut up and throw on there. We ain't gonna do that to this little guy. But see, stuff's just right out there in the water chasing stuff right there. All right, so we have two bass, one white bass, and I somehow caught the hook keeper of my other pole. And the rest of them are bluegill. That's it. We're going for a bowfin out here, but we've got to get the right cut bait on there first. I don't think it's gonna go for a worm, but I have caught them on worm. All right. There we go. It's a fish at least, right, guys? Right? That makes our dozen. Yes, it does. You just a tiny little bit heavier jig on this, and this thing would be sailing, be casting so good. Kind of seeing like this stuff like right out here too. Tell where somebody walked out to that rock so they could get out to a little bit deeper, the deeps where stuff might be. I'm guessing this is full of like gizzard shad too. Like that's probably the main thing stuff's feeding on out here. And every cast, I think we're gonna have to get this cottonwood crap off of here. What do you guys think? Oh man, we barely got anybody in here hanging now. We had a lot more people earlier at the other spot. Maybe YouTube don't like this spot. I'll have to tell Lyric that. He was all excited to wanna come here, even though he normally absolutely hates this spot. He says it's always full of like chiggers and bugs and stuff, and he always leaves super. Oh God, this. Ugh. Yeah, I might have to double up and put two of these on there, just because with all of this cottonwood on here, it is not becoming fun to cast. And we didn't even get the bait fish we were going for. Smash that like button if you can for me, guys. We're out here fishing in Illinois, fishing with an ultralight rod right now, trying to catch some bait fish to throw onto our other rod. There's another little snag. Oh man, I forgot how frustrating this time of the year is. I told Lyric to put a top water on his because I'm telling you, like anytime that the cottonwood stuff's out, I've always fished with top water, just because it's frustrating trying to fish with anything under the stuff, and I've always gotten decent bites. I'm sure you guys can see all the stuff swimming out here, like this in front of me. I just got to get the right thing out in front of them, or far enough out in front of them. Maybe I'll put two of these jig heads on there. And I'll get a little bit more casting distance. Come on. because this dogwood stuff is so annoying. And it's making it harder to cast too. So maybe 2 of these. I don't have a bobber. I would do 2 of these and a bobber would be an ideal kind of setup right here. I can't get this thing to it is just so spun up with dogwood or just like cottonwood stuff in my line that it is not wanting to cast. And it's like good. It's like only 2 pound line too, so it should cast with any of the lighter stuff on it. All right, let's see. Well, guys, we might have made a bad decision coming to this spot. We might have left a really good spot and went to a really bad spot. It ain't even fun to fish whenever it's like this. Let's try again. A little whip from the side. I got a little further. But no, I think we're gonna double up on the jigs on this. Or go ahead and throw a Ned rig on there and see if we can. Oh, that was something bigger. Did you see that thing take off? Holy crap, that was something quite a bit bigger. I don't know what it was, but that was definitely bigger than what I was fishing for. Thought it was a snag at first. I was like, oh, let's just get it out of the snag. But I'll do this again. We'll go to the Ned rig here in a few minutes. Maybe we need a bigger bait. If I would have caught that, I'd probably been screaming for Lyric to come and bring me a net. 16 people? You guys not chatting it up in here at all? Is that what's happening? I ain't getting no chat at all. Nobody wanting to help me catch fish today? God. Yeah, that's part of the biggest problem is I need to get further out there and not get all of this crap in my spool. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. Hey, what's up, Thomas? I'm glad you're relaxing. Oh, D, I'm glad it's relaxing for you. I'm, it's usually relaxing until the bells start dinging. But I'm gonna go. Gosh, I don't know quite what I want to do. Like, if I want to go with the Ned rig on my bigger pole, so I can get out there a little further, maybe. But I really want. All I want's a bluegill. I just need like one bluegill. That's it. And I can chop him up and send him out there, and it'll work fine. Let's go try one more little spot, like right around the corner here. Let's try like right here. Let's see. It's all we need, just one freaking bluegill. Just caught 10 of them too, or 9 of them, however many we caught a little bit ago. Almost wondering, maybe just tossing a little piece of worm on there wouldn't be the best way. I'm sure if Lyric caught one, he would have brought it over already to me. Okay, seems like less, maybe less cottonwood down here too. You guys heard me ramble to myself. You could tell I got stoned in between locations. All right, let's try to get a good whip on this here. This thing is so tangled up. Oh my gosh, or just got so much crap in it. Well, I know what I'm gonna be doing later. Cleaning out this reel. We'll throw a Ned rig on here for now. See if we can't get some Ned rig on our other pole. See if we can't get a bass or something. See how I can't even catch tiny little bluegill over here. You'd think there'd be one somewhere over by this stuff. Or a shad or anything I could use to cut up and throw on that pole. because the only bite I got was over there, and I couldn't even land him. Well, I guess I caught that little bass. Got the little bass, and now we are not getting. Oh, was that? Could have been a bite. Mm. What do you guys think? A Ned rig? Maybe a different color. I don't know. Maybe the bluegill aren't liking this color over here now. Toot, toot, toot. But I don't want to change it if I end up deciding I want to go back to the other spot here in a few minutes. Oh, well, I might not have a choice now because that is not going to be able to get. Nope, that broke off. All right. What do we think? Ned rig? You were at 11 when we ended. Okay, so we're at 12 now. We're at 12 now. I could not catch a bluegill. That upsets me. It's all I wanted was. Do I have another? I think I might have another one of these little things to throw on there. Oh, oh yeah, we're hooked up. Here we go. There we go. I think we got something on here. Yep. See what it does not seem very big. We were handling it pretty much with ease. And just a big drum. Big old drum. It's not what we were looking for, but we could probably chop him up and send him out there as bait. What do you think? Should we chop him up and send him out as bait? Probably not. I think the bluegill would be a little more appealing. But we got another one, guys. Got another one. This is number 13 of the day here. This is a freshwater drum. And he bit on that God, on that worm out there. He actually took the worm. Take a look at him there. He's a stinky fish, stinky, stinky fish. But you know what? I think we are gonna. He's small enough. I could put a couple slices of him on a big hook and send him out there. We want to try that, chat? Let's try that. Let's throw a big hook on there. Let's try to send him out. How big of a hook do you think we need for something like that? Oh gosh, do I got anything big enough in here? Oh, that'll do it. This one right here. I think this is it. I think that'll handle it. If we got a bigger one, I'd take a bigger one. But what this is telling me is I need to get more catfish supplies. All right, yeah, let's toss this bad boy on here. See what we can do. Pretty sure I brought the pliers with me. That'd be the worst thing to forget. Nope, there it is. All right, guys. So we are gonna, yep, we're sacrificing this drum. We're gonna throw on a big hook here because this hook is not gonna be big enough to go after what we're trying to go after in here. Got big enough leader line on that. Way clubbing up the hook here. Probably should snell this, but really don't feel like going through all that right now. Just come off. Yeah, I'll be okay without snelling it. Both in are good fights though, that's for sure. Gotta make sure you at least get a good enough knot on there to not lose them. They're a bony fish, so lots of muscle. But there we go. We caught a freshwater drum. Oh, right there, guys. That's exactly what that was. And we almost got up to 10 likes. Heck yeah, y'all are being the best today. And we're pretty steady with our people in here, you know? Been hanging around 10 to 20 people this whole time. All right. This wrapped around there. Up into there. Oh, come on. This leader line is not my favorite. It is Mad Cat or Whisker Seeker leader line, but it is just very, very stiff. Even like the lower grade ones. All right, there we go. Pull that down. Make sure we get that. And we'll just chop this head off right there and we'll send this guy right on in there. I'm not going to do that part on stream for you though. Oh, well, I'm going to break my fucking pole. Jesus, I didn't, what chat? You didn't even tell me I was standing here stuck on my pole. Well, hopefully that's still good. We'll know after the first fish. Luckily, it's not my good rod. All right, back here. This is on there nice and good. Oh, yeah. Make sure that that's all pushed up into there. We don't want any of this getting loose if we get our target species here. All right. Turn your guys' head away from this next part. Oops. Knife. Look at how beautiful that water is there. Let's see, about right here should be fine for us. Oh, come on. You ever gonna get through? It's not ASMR sounds unless cutting up a fish is what you really like. Got to get these fins off of the bottom here. We don't want those getting stuck in them whenever it goes to take them in. All right. Now that we got our bait situated, the bait's still moving somehow. All right. Put that right up through the nose of his mouth. Come on. Almost. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a weakling today. All right. We're back, guys. Still got 15 people here. You couldn't see my feet? That's good. All right, this is what we're sending out there. Got this big old drum head here. There we go. Where are we at here? All right. See what we can get on a cast on this guy for you. Oops. Tighten this up. I don't know which one tightens this, but this one appears at the bottom. All right. Ooh. Yeah, I got a drum and we're going to send him out and see if we can get a bowfin with him. All right, here we go. All right, his head is way out there. Let's see if we can get something big with him now. Make sure that this drag's set loose enough that, there we go, something big hits it, it'll set the hook, but still, oh, I don't know where I sent the bell, chat. Whenever we got soap, I found it. We actually found it. Actually found it, guys. Here we go. Just reeled in so it's nice and tight here. All right. Now, if that goes off, we should have something massive on there. Absolutely massive. You having problems with all the little fuzzies too? Yeah, me too. I'm gonna throw a Ned rig on so I don't have to swim it as much and see if that'll do something. But I got a bait fish, luckily. Wasn't ideally what I wanted, but I want to make sure that drag's loose enough. I don't want to lose this pole today. Like I'm telling you, if one of these things pick it up, they are big fish. The one I pulled out of here last year was 8 pounds, and that was not using a freaking, something big just dashed over right in front of you there. but I was using bluegill last year. I was not using a whole drumhead. They also have really big mouths, so they're able to actually swallow it all. So now that we did that, it should limit us to what fish we can catch in here. So we should not catch any more drum on that one. I thought it was moving for a second there. I think it's just the wind kind of unwindy or windy. Seeing that kind of looked like it was moving to the left a little bit. Stay close by here and see. The river also flooded this year, so those big bowfin probably got out. So I might be wasting my time here right now. Because last year we did not flood, so they had all that time to sit in here and chill. And then now they got released to the wild. But we'll give this like a half hour, 45 minutes, and we'll put a Ned rig on, something we can cast out there a little further. How are you guys doing today, chat? Let me know if we're trying to get to 10 likes. So let me know if you're number 10. I'll screenshot it and we'll give you a shout out on one of our posts. Yeah. All right, I got my missile baits. We're gonna use that bait. And a little light on the Ned rig. I'm only using a 16th ounce, so it's a little smaller than what I want, but should still be fine. It's not very windy. Oh, we got the 10. Who was number 10? Who was number 10? Let me know. Tell me. Who was number 10? Oh, and see these ones? These ones are nice. They actually have their stuff. I'm watching for it to be slacked too. A lot of times you might not even hear the bell. They'll scoop it up and come towards you from the deeps to the shallows to eat, and you don't even hear that they've got it until they're sprinting pretty much away with it. I'm kind of double checking that slack there. Keep my arm out of your guys' way. We got the knot tied. We'll be back to fishing here in just a second. Pliers. Half of a dead fish that I keep trying not to show you guys. And today we're going to use Old Faithful. These are what I've caught more bass with than any other stuff. Last year at the beginning of the year, it was the Guggen. What Guggen one was it? It wasn't even like a Ned rig. It was the Bandito bug. I was running as a Ned rig, and that worked really good. But this year so far, they've just wanted this straight turd worm with just that little bit of a fit on the end. Just a little bit of action on the way down. That's what we're working with. Hi from Oregon. Hey, dude, Wilson from Alaska. You're the 11th? Oh, awesome. You know what? Let me screenshot that. We'll give you the shout out for being the 11th. Absolutely. All right. Close enough by here. We've caught one little bass out of here. The little bass will bite this too. That's the nice thing about the Ned rigs. Just kind of tighten that up a little bit. Let that head sit down there. All right. That drag a little bit better. I caught a bowfin last year off of a Ned rig, surprisingly. I was shocked, but it was one of the Guggen ones, so that's why I didn't know if their little scent things actually worked or not. I'm not sure. Wait for that to sink down from the bottom. Yes, thank you. Thank you again for being the 11th like for us. Get that down there, let it pop a little bit. I don't think I want to swim it all the way back because there are a couple rocks up here. Kind of want to fish around, but mostly I think we're going to be probably like closer to the bank with stuff or where the bank would be out there. And then of course trying to keep all this crap off of the pole here. Come on, fishy, fishy. The last spot we were catching fish. I'm sad. This spot we have not caught anything yet. I'll go to this corner over here. I've had luck over there in the corner. Is that still sitting right? Make sure that's sitting straight up and down whenever we're casting it too. It's getting down there. Oh, maybe. It could have just been a rock that we were going over, dang it. All right, one more cast here, and we're gonna go over to this other part a little further over there. That corner over there. If the wind's blowing this way, a lot of times that corner will get a lot of fish that just kind of get lazy and swim over to there. See, I'm seeing stuff underneath there. I think there's like a school of shad right here. And I feel the shad kind of nibbling, but obviously they're not able to eat that thing. All right, let's come over here to the right. Just cleaned off. And the good thing is, like, a bowfin would probably eat that head of that drum just like they would eat a bluegill. Like, their mouths are big. It limits us to like a bigger bowfin. And then, of course, me having to run over there now if this goes off to not lose my rod. But right here is a spot that I've caught quite a few fish. I don't know what it is about this corner. There's just like it over here sometimes. Hey, babe, this did flood too. So I don't know how much stuff's going to be in here. It's not like last year we had basically a stocked pond. That's what it felt like. Ugh. Where's everybody from? We've got one person from Oregon, some people from Alaska, got 24 people in chat just hanging out and watching some fishing. I hope you're enjoying the relaxing vibes that we got going on. Sometimes it can be chaotic whenever we catch a big fish, but most of the time it's just a good chill time here. Bounce that a little bit. Any bites over here yet, babe, for you at all? Yeah, might be a go back to the conservation club here in a little bit. At least there we were catching stuff. I got the Ned rig on now. I don't know if it's gonna do any better or not, but I thought I wouldn't have to swim it as much as the other one. 33 people? Oh gosh. Heck yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Can we if you've ever gone fishing, can we get a like? Get a like for all of our fishermen, fisher women, fisher people out there? Maybe if we get enough of them, the fish will want to bite. Oh, we caught a stick. Heck yeah. Oh, we didn't even land it either. Man, it's been a long time since we caught a good stick. I think last time, it was when we were here last time, we caught a beast stick. Oh, you got a good one over there. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, it's even pulling drag. Looking for a fish. That's really what I'm looking for. Oh, see, there was something dashing over there. See, it might just be too big. We might have to go back to the ultralight. Look, this thing's literally got junk flinging off of it. Oh, I have to go back to the ultralight and then double up on those two jigs so that we can get a actual decent cast a little further out there. But the good news is it means we've got a Ned rig on, so when we go to the back to the conservation club. Did you break off or did you manage to land the big stick? Yay! That's a success for everyone. You didn't have to touch the nasty stick. Hey, what's up, Fred? Thanks for coming in. It is supposed to be chaotic when I catch a fish. You're absolutely right, D. Which is why we're gonna go back to the small tackle and we're gonna catch another fish. Because the Ned rig is not working. We'll put on another little thing on the ultra. I'll try to get a little closer to the bank over there. This corner. This is where I pulled the pike out of last year around this time too. Pulled, yeah, northern pike out of here. I couldn't tell if that was a fish or not. No, I think it was more of a stick. Playing that game, is it fish or is it a stick? All right, over to the ultralight. Did we bring in any of those other little stuff with us? Probably not. The new ones we bought today for like the ultralight. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna put one of maybe one of there was one in here, and I think it was a heavier one. Yeah, or this one. Yeah, one right here. We got an orange one, and I've got a green one, a silver one. So what I think I'm gonna do is toss them both onto the ultralight. Maybe one 6 inches apart from the other one. Oh God, imagine if we doubled up on that. Yeah, we'll see what we can do here. Probably want to pull that out a little bit too. That line, maybe cut it off because we did snap it. So the first probably 10 or 15 feet are going to be a little rough. Hey guys, up to 24 people in chat. Thanks so much for being here. Double tap that like button. If you are an angler, it's the right word for fishermen or women. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well, and make sure you come back and hang out with us. We're streaming as long as the battery is going to last for us out here. We are on. Have caught 13 fish now. 13 fish. What are we at? 4 different species? Yeah, 13 fish and 4 different species. We've caught a white bass, a largemouth bass, a freshwater drum, and a bunch of bluegill. A bunch of bluegill. All right, pull this here. There we go. We're gonna run 2 of these on there. 2 of these jigs to give us a little bit of weight. Yeah, I stepped on my rod earlier and we mashed it into the ground. Luckily, Daiwa's stuff is pretty decent. Make sure you guys say hi in the chat. If you're new here and you're a subscriber, let me know. Let me know for a shout out. We got 20 people in here. 20 people know that you're supporting one of the best fishing streams that are new to YouTube. There's a lot of good ones out there. A lot of ones that I've watched to get to where I am. But for the newer ones this year, I'm just gonna go out there and say we're number one. We've got it. So we'll go with the red on the top, the orange. If I had a bobber here, this would work better. Actually, you know what? I probably could double up on one of my, yeah, thank you. Good idea, chat. Chat, you slayed that idea. We'll take one of my little bobbers in here from my, yeah, from my catfish, my little catfish floats. We'll take one of these little catfish floats and we'll toss it on there and do 2 of these. Yeah. All right. That should make it fun and easy, right? Maybe if I can get this out. Why is everything being so difficult for me today? Fishing's supposed to be fun, easy, and relaxing. Not like I'm working on a car and I have to go keep grabbing tool after tool after tool after tool. Oh, that's what I needed. Right there we go. All right, that's out. Now, this should work a little bit better. Throw this little float on here. Between that and the 2 jigs that are on there, we should be able to cast out there. Then we don't have to jig it as much either. And hopefully we don't run into as much of this crap. All right, there we go. Float is on. 14 likes too. Yeah, it has been such a good day, D. It has been, since mostly because you're here again. So what do we think we're going to get the first fish on? Do we think it's going to be on the Goldie, which has been slaying today, or do we think it's going to be on like the milky one here? Or not the milky one, but the gray, like the natural kind of shad color. We had to go up a little further here. Yep, go right there. Tie this one right there. Doo, doo, doo. Okay. And through here and through there. Don't have any like little slip bobbers or anything with me that I would normally use when I'd be running something like this. But okay, now I think as long as we feed this back down, the key is that when you do it this way, you got to tie your knot, right? So our knot's tied, and then we got to feed this back through there so that when we go to set the hook, it's going to set it the right way. So feed that back through. Come on, old man eyes, work. Oh my gosh. There we go. We did it. And now we'll tie this other one down here at the bottom. Yeah, I had no issues at the other spot. The other spot's a little easier though. It's not as it's what I would call not as pressured. This is a public spot. It's a little bit more pressured, but the regulations allow me to chop up the fish and try to catch the big fish. Where at the conservation club, you're not allowed to do that. So I wanted to try to go away from the little bluegill that we've been catching. We caught that drum. We've used that drum for bait now. If we can catch a bluegill, we'll swap that drum out. But if there are both, so bowfin hunt by their scent of smell too. And they have like almost OCD when they're hunting their prey. If something's cut or bleeding or injured, they basically like will hunt it down until they find out what it is. So right now there's, you okay, babe? Oh, oh, right now there's some fish in here having an anxiety attack because it's looking for this bloody um, drum that we tossed out there. All right, here we go. That looks a little better. Let's see if we can get something on this, guys. Yeah. Oh, you understand? Yeah, I know you do, D. But not everybody else understands it too. So, which is why it was a great question. And if you're asking the questions and saying that stuff, other people might be saying it too. All right, let's see if we can. This is where we got that bass at a little bit ago. Oh, God. Okay, that did not work very good, guys. Hey, we're out there a little farther. But yeah, we'll probably give this like another 10 minutes and we'll go back to the other spot and finish the night off there. My phone just dinged me that we have 20%, so still good for a few more minutes. I want to kind of fish this like a trout magnet. I want to kind of pull it and not necessarily. Maybe the float wasn't a good idea. I don't know. We'll see if something hits it out here. It's probably as good of an idea as taking the worm off there and trying to let the drums, or after we caught that drum. I really think I should have took the like not put the float on because then I have to take all this stuff off to do it again. There's stuff way out there. All right, try it again. Much better cast, a little bit further out than where we were before. This is new line too, so I would think that we should not have as big of an issue casting as we are. And we can always take one of the little things off too and put a worm on it too. A little piece of an night crawler that I got. Yeah, there's stuff out here swimming around where our things under there. Hopefully that's a good sign. Hopefully it's something swimming by our thing and we start hearing some bells soon. Kind of jerking that bobber a little bit just to see something under there will take it here. Oh, yeah. And we weren't dealing with all the gunk at the other spot too. That's our biggest issue here is we have got, look at this. It's after one cast with that. Like we were having such a problem with the cottonwood here, which I don't mind if it gets on the bobber or the float, but I want everything else covered here. Do a couple in this corner and we only added on one fish here, guys. This was not seeming like it was the jam. Mhm. Well, convince him to go back to the conservation club. He doesn't always like it there because he doesn't catch fish there like I do. I thought maybe I thought we had something pulling there. Oh, that looks like a bite. Mm, yeah, I really don't want this float on here. Undoing what I just said. When I fished, I almost always use night crawlers. Yeah, night crawlers are kind of good whenever you're wanting to catch anything. Like anything will take a night crawler. So if you're just wanting to make sure you catch a fish, it's fantastic. Best bait that you can use. Guaranteed to almost always catch something. But I don't want to catch 15 bluegill to catch one bowfin or one bigger fish, which is really what I'm after. Because while bluegill are fun, I don't know, you just get over them after a little while. Let's get this out of here. Forgot I got to cut this whole entire line too. It's pretty annoying because I didn't have a slip bobber to put on. But let's. I think they're after more of like the shad in here too. So instead of going with the gold colored one, I'm gonna toss on. I thought, and I literally thought I was probably gonna come over and fill up a bucket of bluegill for catfishing next time, and that is not happening. Is not happening at all. That drum was kind of a surprise too. I thought it was a smaller bowfin, but just means that there are definitely fish out there. I'm getting the hole again. The worst issue with this today. And hopefully this casts a little better. Yeah, I always just try to club up. You know, we start out catching something small during the day, make sure we get a couple fish. And then instead of catching 30 bluegill, you know, we move up and we catch some bass and we catch some um, bowfin, some catfish. I like to trade in one fish for another. Oops, come on. I'm gonna go back to my same issue where I can only cast like 4 feet now with this. So if I got to, I'll just toss a. Oh no, I probably don't have a split shot with me because I didn't bring that tackle. No, 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 no. All right, whatever. We're on though. We're on with this little gray guy. I switched to gray because I think there's a lot of gizzard shad in here, and I think that that'll help match that color a little bit better. All right, and it is on. Let's go back over to where we just caught that bass at a little bit ago. Okay. What's up, guys? What is up? What is up? Hey, we're up to 15 likes. Heck yeah! And combine our last one. I think we got over to. Oh, this needs just a couple good long casts with something heavy on it, and it will be fine again. Oh, but until then, I got this nasty. See, like just a little bit more weight on it. And then we're getting the. Gotta get this every time. All the cottonwood cleaned out of there. See, he went down to where those other guys were. He's being smart. I think this is where we were last year, where we caught most of our bluegill. And I think they were only like 10 or 15 feet off of the bank. We're not very far. And last year here, I actually caught a bowfin too, while I was trying to catch bluegill. I mean, it looks cute. He looks like a minnow down there. Okay, got these nice little low sidearm casts. I'm getting a little bit more distance. You would never think that I was using 2-pound line the way that this is struggling casting the lighter weight stuff. Oh, he's got something. He's got a gar. Oh gosh, I better grab a net. Whew, we're going, chat. We're going. We dropped the rod. We're picking up the net. We're picking up the tweezers. He's got a gar. A gar. Oh my gosh. Gar. Here we go. We're running. He's scared of it. He's like, yep, don't want to deal with it. Don't want to deal with it. We're on our way, guys. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Smash that like button. Smash it right now. We're trying to get to this gar. Oh, 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 we're almost over there, guys. Oh, I had to watch. I had to slow down. Something's blocking half of the cam. Did we get it fixed, D? We did. Oh my gosh. I'm too old for this. No, it's here. It's here. He caught it. He caught it. Oh, oh. Oh, look at him. Look at that gar. Here's the net. He got it. He landed him already too. Whew. Do you want to say hi to chat?
What up, chat?
While I get this off. Oh,
I think he's just it's hooked underneath his chin.
okay.
Do you see? Here, I'll let you grab it. I'm not gonna hold the pole while you do it.
And we'll see you in a second.
All right. What's your favorite? Something is blocking. All right. Look at him go. Oh.
You hung onto the pliers there at the very end.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought he might have. If you needed to let the pliers go with him, that would have been okay.
Got him back in there too. Oh, the black thing in front of the screen? Yeah, I think that was I have a camera cover that I put on it sometimes. I think that was it. Oh guys, we're down to 6%. So I'm gonna have to end it on that gar, try to charge up a little bit, and we'll be back at the next spot. Thank you for hanging out with us.